I'm Billy Jam from Hip Hop Slam. We're here in Concord, California with the man who is the menace to society. His name is Chill E.B.
I want to say peace out. I want to say knowledge is power, and welcome to the Hip Hop Slam, menace to society.
Just a young black man trying to be paid, so I could be like the other man and have it made. Life in the city is rough. Welfare don't pay enough. A good job for the young black man is a buffer. In order to survive, somebody's gotta suffer. I only rob the rich to feed my family, and now they call me a menace to society. I'm a menace to society. Cause I'm a menace to society. Cause I'm a menace to society.
What's this all about, menace to society?
Well, menace to society has been referred to oftentimes as the national anthem of the African-American male. And basically, it's talking about a real situation that a lot of people who don't live or have not been exposed to that environment don't really know much about it. And it's basically a situation where you have Tiny, who's a 12-year-old with no father, and the mother's on welfare. He has a 2-year-old sister and a 4-year-old brother. So what he's trying to do is take care of his family. And so he's out making his hustle to take care of his family for survival purposes, but by the same token, he's looked upon as being a menace. So what I did is I took all the negative stereotypes that have been built by the media and by the society of people of color, and I took all these images and composed them, and in just one song, 5-minute song, just try to release that that negative monster that they created. And that's basically what menace to society is.
Good job in a place like the steel mill sounds good, but I make more money from my neighborhood, and my neighborhood keeps both pockets fat, so I keep going back. That's where the money's at. Black from hell, that's who I am and where I've been. Task force rolls by, I grin. Then I commence to collecting my mail, hoping and praying not to end up in the jail cell. Mama's whole life is dependent on me, cause it's hard to survive on AFDC, food stamp free milk and cheese. When I think about it, hit another liquor store and yell freeze. Everybody on the floor. Then I empty the cash drawer and run for the front door. This is the reason why, you see, I'm a menace to society.
Well, what if there was no rap music? What do you think you'd be doing? You think you'd be still sort of getting the same message out if there was no such thing as rap?
I don't know. That's a tough question. Before rap, I was doing this. I was a basketball player. I was a collegiate athlete, so I've always wanted to entertain and be in front of people, and basketball was my first love. I mean, I really had a love for the game of basketball, and it paid my way through college and the whole bit. And that's how I got where I am now. Started rapping and stuff at frat parties and so on and so forth, and I kind of slid into this. But if it wasn't rap, I don't know. Who knows what I'd be doing right now. Right now, that's what I want to do, is reach out to other people and to share a lot of stuff that's in my heart and in my mind, share it with other people, and hopefully positively influence other people, you know, that they can reach out and be something, you know, without getting into all the negatives that life has to offer, because there is a negative and a positive to everything. And I don't know what I'd be doing if I was not doing what I'm doing now.
The streets are unsafe. With a brother like me, see, I take your car, VCR on your TV. I drive away singing songs on your radio. My conscience starts talking to me, saying way to go. Cause once again my family could be fed, the rent is paid. So we can rest our head, I look forward to a brighter day. All I can do is pray and hope and pray. Task force is brutal, and I'm angry. The DA sees a brother like me and wants to hang me. Run across a brother like me and can't hack and jack a young punk quick. For a Raiders jacket, I run the streets just to get my grit on, so my family can have some decent furniture to sit on. So don't try to tell me how to be, cause I'ma just be me, sign menace to society.
Well, you talk about lack of education. Would you say that then education is the best way to counteract this? I mean, what's the way? Because otherwise you get like guys like Tiny in your Menace to Society video who sort of get caught up in it. What's the best? How do you combat it?
I think it starts with education. I think it starts with knowledge of self and knowledge of what's going on around you. And also I think what it's going to take is, I think it's going to take a sensitivity from the powers that be, and to really, there's not really very many people at the top that are really sensitive to the needs of the community, and they show that by cutting back on education, cutting back on the welfare programs, cutting back on all the social programs to bring this country out of a deficit. We, the people, did not put this country in the deficit. It was mismanaged money and corruptness that goes on in our government, that's been going on for the longest time, that put us in this deficit. But we are being the victims we're being victimized. And as a result of that, especially in the black community, I feel that we don't really, we're really victimizing each other. We have to understand that we're all in this together. We are all minority. We are all having crimes perpetrated against us. But when we start disrespecting each other on top of that, we are working hand in hand with those that already wanted to eliminate us. And if we endorse that by, continuing to eliminate each other and selling drugs and stuff to each other, it's just another form of genocide.
Now, you've been involved with this public service announcement for the libraries all around the country, and they've been played on various, major television stations. Have you got any feedback from that about like kids going back to the library and actually picking up books and reading as a result?
Actually, yeah. I go to a lot of schools, and a lot of times, especially in the high school and middle school, a lot of times they'll have the library cards, and a lot of them say, I was at the library last week, and I can ask them. And a lot of times I feel that they honestly, it's not like a bunch of hype. I just ask them. They don't have to tell me the truth one way or the other, but I think that the awareness is really becoming more and more with the commercials and with the effort of the community, and I think the parents and stuff telling them that knowledge is power. I think the effort is definitely working.
Where do you go when you want to know more about a social disease, G? About 5 weeks.
Nancy Rubin's class down in the B building. Probably talk to my parents.
When you go to the doctor, they always have those pamphlets sitting around.
In the PLACE-B, the public library. Where do you go to get the 411, the additional info, yo?
Well, I think I go to my grandmother. She's pretty cool. She knows about all that stuff.
The library, knowledge, power, use it.